treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we go.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now Martin on first down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, Martin. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Martin. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Off the play fake. Martin. And this one complete again to Mims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Martin. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Martin now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown. Javonte Williams. 26 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 4.
18. Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't,
into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Martin. Flush to his right. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
his path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. McManus's point after is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
18.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long, one play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD. And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. Touchdown, Broncos! From 10 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 67 yards. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Operating from the gun, Martin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Martin off the play fake. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Justice Hill. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the running game with Jacobs. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. One more time with Jacobs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining. He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Looking to throw. Martin. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Martin, off play action. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Back to throw again. This one swung out to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They run, it's Hill, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Lawrence from his end zone. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And returning it, here's Hamler. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. And they've taken the lead. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.